What's up, my peoples, Facebookers? How's everybody doing? Back out again on the grind. Going to work, gotta make that money. Gotta stay on the hustle. New York lifestyle. You gotta be on the grind, man. You gotta go out there and motivate yourself and go get it, man. That's the only way I see it, man. You gotta do it for you. Yeah, that's time, man. Who's gonna do it for you? You should not go there and do it for yourself. You understand, man? You gotta go there and do it, man. Motivate yourself and go there and do better, man. Better yourself all the time, and all the time in life, That's the only way I see the world getting better and people getting better if you be better ourselves. A lot of times we got a problem. We got a problem to our own selves. When you look at it, we create problems. We need to better ourselves as people, man. I need to think about it. A little more united, more loving, more caring, for each other. You know what I'm saying? Talk about things, man. Open up, Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Give love. I know a lot of people can't handle love. You understand me? Yeah. So, and a lot of people can't receive love. A lot of people can't give love, and a lot of people can't receive love. Come on, we need to live loving and caring with each other, man. Live together. Everybody is close together, We share memories, experiences with each other. Those things you can't forget. You can't forget those things. You gotta forget those things. So that's how I see it, man. That's how we get a better world if we make change within ourselves, man. We need to leave the wrong battle alone. We need to leave the wrong battle alone. Listen, man, the wrong battle is not the solution, bro. There's better solutions, man. You understand me? Alcohol and drugs, brother, it's not the solutions for life's problems. It's better solutions. You know what I'm saying? Are you making yourself available for those solutions? You know what I'm saying? Are you looking? Are you know what I'm saying? And that's how I see it, man. And I find a lacking of these things, that try. It's not enough to help people and stuff like that. So that's how I see it, man. So I'm just sharing is caring. It's all love, baby. I want to see everybody do better, get well, move forward. Which is good for everybody, And I find people don't have a lot of open conversation with each other and being close together, Not like back in the days, you come back in the days in Guyana. If you shot some sugar or some rice or something, you ask your neighbor, you get a cup of rice or some sugar or something. People was living like that, And what happened with those days? What happened today? Why we can't live like that today? We gotta look at things like these, man. But because we move up in status, we get a little money. We can't be real with people like what we do. You gotta look at these things, man. And then the other way, when you got some money, there's other people always looking for you for something, and that's not a good way of thinking too, man. You got family that come from foreign, you gotta treat them good, you know what I'm saying? Don't run them down for money and shit like that, Come on, everybody have a work, everybody have bills to pay, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have families to take care of. It's so much, and people are trying their best, giving their best, and you try to take advantage of them. That it's not fair. Look at it, man. And a lot of times that cause uh, mistrust with people. People don't want to trust you no more and stuff like that. They see sometimes how you treat them, or how you try to use them in a way. Be fair with each other, man. Be fair with each other. Life will go in a much better, be in a better way. But when we got mistrust with each other and stuff like that, of course life's not gonna go in a good way. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta try to correct these things, man. There's a lot of things in our communities we gotta look at them, we gotta talk about it and try to make changes, For example, look at me. I'm making changes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know me. I'm the bad guy. Yeah, black sheep of the family or something. But listen, this is the way I am. Love me or don't like me, it is what it is, man. I just love to share, and I'm trying to make myself better, life better, and also I'm trying to share that with people out there, because a lot of people have voices, but they don't like to use it. So, I'm not speaking for them, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking for myself. But it's good to express yourself, and I find like a lot of people like expressing themselves. They like to keep stuff to themselves and bottle up and stuff like that, or shy, or scared. I used to be like that. I never used to like to talk, and I was quiet all the time and stuff like that. So as you grow, man, you learn. As I get older, I gain wisdom and stuff like that. So you look at things in different ways and stuff like that. You think about like me, for instance. Now I'm married and stuff like that. Married man now, and so I got family, and I gotta look at life in a different way. This is how life works. You understand me? This is how life goes, and this is what being a man is and stuff like that, And this is how life goes with everybody, You go to school, get your education, you get older, you find somebody you love, you get married, you get kids, and then make sure you raise them right, and then you go, oh, that's part of life. This is like how life is, and there's no easy road. It's a hard road to walk, but I'm telling you, man, the spot I'm at now, I see it worthwhile walking, man. You know what I'm saying? Do it with your loved ones, man. Walk the road, man. It's might be hard, but just keep walking that hard road, man. You know what I'm saying? Stick with your family, persevere, man. That's all I can say. Persevere, man. Pull yourself through it, man. One day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Be strong, man. You're not alone. Everybody going through it. So, life is a learning, man. And as you get older, you get wiser, and you look at stuff, and you see life in a different eye, man. And it's totally different thinking from when you was a youth. When I was a youth man growing up, I used to think negative all the time, bro. Because a lot of craziness, a lot of stupidness, because. I was young, learning things. Didn't have a lot of role models around me to encourage me to learn things and stuff like that. And growing up in a broken family and stuff like that. So things was kind of like difficult, in a way. So sometimes in that situation, a lot of people don't find support and encouragement and stuff like that, and a lot of times they don't feel they're worth stuff, worth anything, So and sometimes it's a bad spot, to be in. I've been in there, what I'm saying? And you just gotta show people love and care and support, man, and be there for them, And a lot of times people don't know how to deal with those problems, don't know how to talk about it, don't know how to, express it. And some people who express it in like, violent ways, acting out and stuff like that. You gotta look at stuff like that. A lot of times when people act out or lash out and stuff like that, they go, especially young kids and stuff like that. They're going through issues and stuff like that, and they find that doing these things is an easy way of expressing it. You know what I'm saying? Some people go and drink, try to drink their sorrow away like that. That's somebody have problems and feel that drinking will solve that problem, and vice versa, doing drugs and stuff like that. So we do these things sometimes to hide our issue, or hide our problems. But we need to face our problems head on. We need to face our problem head on, and try to figure it out and try to solve the problems. Because a lot of times we create our own problems a lot of times, and we can solve our problems too. So we just gotta come to that understanding and try to figure it out. Life is hard for everybody. Everybody have it hard. I used to see like the world problem was my problem. Everything was the world problem was on me. That's how I used to see life, see the world. Every problem in the world is on me. I'm carrying this big heavy weight on my shoulder. So then just start thinking different, seeing life different, thinking different. Thinking more positively, having a more positive outlook in life. Having a much more positive outlook on life. I started seeing things different and realizing, doing a lot of deep thinking and stuff like that. And seeing the world is a much better place than we think it is. It's just that we're not educated. We come from a country, you grew up in a country and things like that. We're not educated. We don't have our parents. A lot of parents raise us, yeah, but they don't. We're like when I was growing up, I was a bad kid. I was doing all kind of crazy things, So it's hard to control and stuff like that, And so we grew up like that. We didn't have like discipline in a way, proper discipline. So we can't just blame one. When the situation happened, when we have like family issue and stuff like that, and as a child, my parents split up and stuff like that. I grew up like, I couldn't understand, when they were separated, because I love my father, I love my mother, and they were breaking up, and at that time, I couldn't get that, and I felt like, I wanted to be with both parents, I didn't want both parents to be separated and stuff like that. But that's how I was thinking at the time, I carried that for a long time, but as I get older and stuff like that, I realized a lot of things, and I said, I looked at I started looking at things, and I say, what? I gotta look at, both my parents. Both of them have their own issue. They have problems, and society has problems too, and all that combined, you know what I'm saying? You know, we are part of that problem too, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have issues, but we're afraid to admit we have issues, you know, and afraid to confront them issues. Yeah, Sam, I'm afraid to confront them issues, but I find confronting those issues, man, make you more stronger, you know, make you more, more freer, man, you know, in thinking and stuff like that, man, because you overcome something, you know, that was like a block in your way, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man. And you know, I've been working, thinking better in myself, trying to be better with my family, you know, create better communication, you know. That's why I do these videos, man. If you've been looking at my videos and watching my videos, I'm doing these things because this is a way of interacting with my family and being connected with them and family, friends, and whoever is watching this, you know. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching my videos and listening. And I hope whatever I'm saying can make a difference in your life or motivate you in some way. And, you know, go out there and be positive and spread love and be kind with people and you know, be a part of the world, man. Be a part of the world. Cooperate with others. Unite with others. Build the world, man, for a better world. You know, make people's lives easier. Do things, you know, for humanity. You know, be a service to humanity. Go out there and shine your light, man. Be your best, you know. Don't feel yourself, man. God has given you a gift, you know, the gift of life, and what we use the gift of life to do, you know. You know, what we use the gift of life to do, you know, makes a difference. You know, look how many great people through history has come and done great things, you know. And you know, I feel like we as people or human beings or whatever, we think low of ourselves sometimes, you know, and seeing how through history we come from great you know, kings and queens and as we learn history and stuff like that, as civilization and stuff like that, you know, the endurance of man, you know, through history, man, woman, and child, you know, and you know, it's stuff to think about, you know, and think about we as people, where we headed, you know. We come from a community, we come from a country, we come from an area where we love. You know, maybe one day we might want to go back or something like that. Or maybe we have dreams of, I don't know about people, but for me, you know, but for me, like, I grew up in the country, I grew up in Berbice, you know, I grew up in Blaymont. So for me, going up there, you know, I see, and even when I went on vacation and things like that, I still see, you know, it's when I went back to Guyana, in Berbice there, in Blaymont, to me the community was very small, and I just realized, you know, that's where I come from, you know, and when I was living there, for me that was it. That was it. That was everything, you know. And for me that was big. That was the world, you know. Until I came out of that, you know. You know, when I travel, I went different places. Quarantine, I went Jarstown side and Linden side and all kinds. I travel because my father used to work at the estate, and we used to get, you know, travel when they have tours and stuff like that. And even with school, when we used to have school tours and things, we travel, you know, we see places. So we still go out a little bit yet. But yet, the area I came from, Blaymont, that was the world to me. You know, I did everything. That was the only thing I know, you know. So it's when you go out into the world, when we travel, when we came to New York, you know, that's when I started experiencing the world in a different way, you know, and that's how you know you open yourself to a different thinking and all that stuff, and seeing the world in a bigger, you know, uh, bigger light, you know. All right, man, that's me for this one here. I'll talk to you next time. I love you. You guys have a good one. All right, respect.